Next, let's take a look at the Media and Digital Asset Manager. To get there, we'll click on the Media tab on top. And here we can upload images, zip files, PDFs, and even videos. We'll upload files by just dragging them from the disk. So here we have a folder open. Let's select a couple files and drag them into upload. Once the files are uploaded, you can set their metadata on the right here. So we can set a different type, we can add some tags to make them easier to search. And we can also organize the files into folders and subfolders. So we'll make a folder here called Banners. And we'll drag those images over to the Banners subfolder. One of the interesting features of jsHarmony is that all the paths to the pages and media items are all dynamic and generated at publish time. So if you have a page that links to another page or a page that links to an image, if you move that image to a different folder, the link to that image is automatically going to get updated. So this is great for search engine optimization because you can move items around to have the ideal URL without having to worry about broken links. Another feature you'll want to use if you're updating one of the images, like let's say this image had a defect or you wanted to make some changes to it. When you're ready to make changes, you click Replace and select a new file from your computer. Let's say we want to replace it with an image of a building. So here, all pages that were using that image are going to now have the new one. And also that both the new image and the old image can be restored from the revision history. So if you click View Revisions, you can see all the images that were changed over time. So this is the old image, and this is the new image. And let's say we want to restore the old image. All we have to do is hit Select. And now the old image is restored. If you want to search for a particular media file, you can click the Search button. This will display the images in all the different folders, and you can use the search box to search for a particular image. You can also search by width, height, modification time, and those tags that we just defined. So let's say we search for animals. Here we have the image that we uploaded earlier. Site menus, like the header menus, footer menus, and others, can be managed by clicking on the Menus tab on top. Now, when we clicked here, since this is the first time we open the Menus tab, we're getting this message. The theme we installed requires two menus in order to publish. It needs a main menu and a footer menu. You can automatically add them by clicking Yes. Now you can see those two menus are automatically added. We can edit the main menu by clicking the Edit button. Let's go ahead and add a few items to the menu. First, we'll add a homepage link. And we'll add an About Us link. And finally, we'll link to the Contact Us page. When we're done, we can click Save. On top here, it tells us that this menu supports items nested up to 2 levels deep. This is defined at the template level. It's defined by the web designer and developer who puts the theme together. Some menus are going to support only top-level items. Other menus will have a fixed depth that they can handle, and yet other menus can support an unlimited depth of items. Since this menu supports items up to 2 levels deep, let's go ahead and add a services section. Let's move that up. We can move it just by dragging. And now let's add a submenu item. And let's add the last submenu item linking to the Engage page. Since we're done, we'll hit Save. If we go back to the menu listing, you'll notice there's a button here for the revision history. Let's take a look at the revision history for the main menu. You can see here, this is the first iteration that we saved with just the top level items. And then if we click on the most recent, you can see the services section has been added. You can restore any previous revision by clicking the select button. Finally, let's take a preview and see how it looks on the actual page. Let's go to the home page. You can see that now these menu items on top are populated. And since this is a responsive template, the sidebar is also working. Finally, let's take a look at managing redirects. You can find the redirects under the Pages section and the Redirects submenu. The redirects are an advanced feature and are going to be specific to your implementation. You would add redirects using the site component, so you'll need to add a site component that's specific to your deployment target. If you're deploying to a React site, you'll need to get a site component that's going to generate a file that will interface with your React router. Similarly, if you're deploying to an Apache site, you'll need to set up a site component that's going to generate an htaccess file. You can find information on how to set up those site components in the integration tutorials. For now, let's take a look at just how to manage these redirects themselves. So if you hit Add Redirect, you can match based on an exact match begins with or a regular expression. So let's redirect the contact page to contactus.html. 3 types of redirects are supported: 301, 302, and pass-through redirects. We can also add the regular expression redirects. And here, let's redirect the items folder to a products folder. And we can make that a 302 redirect.